Bro, tell me why I'm about to hop into the game and I gotta piss. Bro. Oh, I'll be right back.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
It's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 36 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
What up, bro?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes going to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they are EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They go play action with Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
In motion left is Watkins. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On second down, Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 10. And Hurts going to move him around. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. That's taken on the 25. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Hurts. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So nothing doing there, and that will bring up 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Hurts on the option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
I could have sworn I called it inside zone, but oh well.
32 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They dial a running play here with Hill. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll come out in the pistol. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here now, 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And down he'll go at the 25. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Tua now on 1st down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tua going to throw. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, 70 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And Tua going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hand off to start the drive, but this is going to wind up being a reverse. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. They fake the handoff. Now Tua completes it to the tight end Smythe. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but there are definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. So the completion gets them just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Out route to Hill, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. Yard line. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd down, Tua. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
I did not mean to do that. I was trying to click back on to one of the users, but oh well. Shit. Boy, had me worried for a second, cuz. But he wasn't doing shit.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
That was not no form tackle. He hit the shit out them.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll work his way
They hit the shit out of
for a
him.
gain of about 4, 2nd down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Purdy off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On the option to give to Swift here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 35 yards. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, Purdy.
Oh!
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Watkins in motion left. They'll run right here with Swift. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be caught by Brown. Down inside the 10. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
This is Swift on the counter. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's focus in on what we gotta do here. Let's go.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, I'm getting a few. Shit.
So don't laugh. I got the jokes I'm about to tell are not funny. So don't laugh. I got trapped in a snow globe factory overnight. I'm okay. Just a little shaken up. It's not funny. My friend David lost his ID. So now we just call him Dave. It's not funny. What do you call a row of rabbits hopping away? receding hairline. It's not funny. Don't laugh. What do witches put on their bagels? Scream cheese. It's not funny. A limbo champion walks into a bar. He loses. It's not funny. I told my wife that she should embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug. It's not funny. Don't laugh. What kind of key opens a haunted house? A spooky.
Oh.
It's not funny. I used to be in a band called The Hinges. We opened for the Doors. It's not funny. The jokes I'm about to tell are...
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now it's Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
63, 63, 63. 63, 63, 63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First carry now for Justice Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Hill one more time. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Underneath here to Hill. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They work now on 2nd and 9. Jackson now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They go play action with Hurts. Dancing to his left. Thrown across. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick Ricard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Out to his left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And somewhat surprisingly, a fair catch called for on the short kick, so no return, and they'll begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it?
And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 20, DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's a 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Jackson on the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a give right side Swift. 20. 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. Here's Jackson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson to throw on 2nd down. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Hurts. Flushed out right. Oh, wide open, complete. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Hurts will throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reed. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Gibson again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down at 7. A give up the middle to Gibson.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 53 yards.